Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing part 5 of the fragrance mists that smell like expensive perfumes, fragrance mists that could be dupes, or fragrance mists that could be layered with certain perfumes and they vibe the same. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, beauty, self-care, and body care. If you like the type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you guys doing today? I am so happy to have you here with me and I appreciate all of the love and the support. With that said, let's get into today's video. Alright guys, so for today's video, I wasn't even really going to be filming today. I did a lot of filming during last week because my mom is coming to visit me, so I wanted to just take like an entire week off, no filming, no anything, but still have content for you guys. And then last night, my husband was playing his video games and he has his video games set up like right next to where I have my stuff. So if you guys were to see this room, it's really funny because behind me you see like this really pretty dresser, but then next to me I have a total man corner for video games. But we pretty much shared this room and we made it like our fun room. So he was playing his video games and I was just hanging out with him and I was just sniffing my latest fragrance mist and it all just started coming to me. I started finding fragrances that were similar to the fragrance mist. Before you know it, I had a list, so I was ready to film another one of these videos. So I was super excited. I spent all day today cleaning, getting ready for my mom to come visit, but I took out a little time to get myself somewhat ready so that I can film this video for you guys. So if you have watched these videos before, you know that I do like a quick disclaimer and I'm going to say it today in case some of you guys are new here. So these fragrance mists are going to be very similar to the perfumes that I'm going to be mentioning. To some people it might not smell similar and that is totally okay because we all have different noses, we pick up different notes. So I'm just giving you from what I have sniffed fragrance mists that smell pretty similar to a perfume. Just remember that it's never going to be 100% the same because if that was the case, we wouldn't be buying perfume and we would just be buying fragrance mists. But at the end of the day, they are fragrance mists. They're a little bit weaker than a perfume. But if you want kind of like that same vibe of a certain perfume, this is going to help you out. So I'm going to start off with the first one, which is actually a perfume that I don't have in my collection. But when I smelled this fragrance mist, it reminded me so much of that perfume, but a better version because I can actually handle this. I can't handle the actual perfume that I'm going to be talking about. But the first one is going to be Salt Water Breeze from Bath & Body Works. Here is the packaging and I got this very recently. I haven't had this long enough to actually talk about like the wear or anything like that. This is just from spraying it in the cap and smelling it. But this, okay, I'm gonna spray it on my skin. Saltwater Breeze to me smells like Juliet Has a Gun vanilla vibes. I'm going to be putting a picture right here. And I did own that perfume, I would say a couple of years ago, and I decluttered it because even though I absolutely loved the opening of Vanilla Vibes, it gave me like this beachy, salty vanilla, very like just a beautiful type of vanilla fragrance for like a vacation type of thing. The salt did that thing that it usually does on my skin where it starts smelling kind of like foul, kind of just, I couldn't handle it, so I had to get rid of that fragrance. The way that this dries down on my skin is just like how Juliet Has a Gun vanilla vibes, like the direction that it was going before it reached that point, but this body mist never reaches that point of making me like sick or it being too cloying or anything like that. It's not too sharp. So this definitely has like a fresh salt kind of accord to it. So this has fresh linen, violet leaves, water blossom, and white musk. But when I smell this fragrance mist, I just think of vanilla vibes. Now, this doesn't have vanilla in it, or it doesn't say that there's any vanilla in here, so that would be the one thing missing. But it just gives me those same vibes as that perfume. So if you like Julia Has a Gun vanilla vibes, I think that the lotion of this and the fragrance mist would layer so nicely with that perfume. So that is a really good idea if you're looking for something to layer with that, because some of you have told me that you really love vanilla vibes. So I think that this would go really nice with that fragrance. And it just reminds me so much of it, but just not such like a powerful version of it. It's a little bit more like fresh, toned down, but the vibes are there. They're very, very similar. So for my next fragrance mist, I got this one, which I don't even know if it's still available on the website, but I'm giving these options for those of you who might have this fragrance mist. I got this a couple of months ago. I think I showed it in a haul, I don't remember. But this kept reminding me of a perfume. When I first smell them, it's hard for me to pinpoint. It's very rare for me to smell a fragrance mist and say, this smells just like this. Like, it doesn't really happen. I usually will think to myself, oh, this smells like something, but I can't put my finger on it. And I have to keep on like reaching for fragrances and comparing them and reading the notes. So this one is Cashmere Glow from Bath & Body Works. And this one, it just reminded me of a fragrance that I owned in my collection. I just wasn't sure, and I finally figured out what it is. So the notes for this one are golden peach, lily petals, shimmering vanilla, and cashmere musk. And this reminds me of Viktor and Rolf Bonbon. So finally I found out what it was that it was reminding me of. I kept on sniffing things, kept on reading notes. These two would pair so beautiful together. They both, I believe this one also has peach in it. Now again, they are not identical. The Bonbon does have like a more like stronger presence to it. The body mist is a little bit softer, but they're so similar to each other. Super similar to each other. So if you are looking for something that smells like Viktor and Rolf Bonbon, you want something that smells like it, you don't want to get the perfume, this is a great alternative. Or if you want to layer them together with the body cream, that would be so bomb. Like that combo, I cannot wait to do it because I haven't gotten the chance to do it, but I so want to put on, I don't know if I have, yes I do. I have the fragrance, I have the body cream, so I'm definitely going to be doing a complete layering with this one. I'm going to put the body cream on, I'm going to put the fragrance mist all over my clothes, and then top it off with Bonbon, and you're going to smell all day. And the good thing about finding fragrance mists that are very similar to a fragrance is that you're not changing the scent of the perfume, because sometimes I don't like to create layering combos because I don't want to take away from the actual fragrance. So that is why I love finding fragrance mists that smell similar, because that way you can pair them together and you're still going to have the same vibe. So those two are super, super similar to each other. Okay, so for this next dupe, I had the same thing happen to me. I couldn't figure it out. I got this one, I would say, I got this one maybe like 2 weeks ago. I've never had the fragrance mist, or if I did, it was years and years ago because I really don't remember owning it. But this is Twilight Woods from Bath & Body Works. This is just a fragrance that has been around for many years. And when I got the body cream of this, I just kept telling myself, this reminds me of something. And last night I was playing with my fragrances, talking to my husband, and I took it over to him and I was like, does this smell similar? And he's like, yeah, they do. So this, I'm gonna spray this here. So this one reminds me so much of Juicy Couture Gold Couture. I think I know what it is that's giving me the same vibes. Oh my God, yes, they're so similar. So the fragrance notes in Twilight Woods are lush berry, sparkling mandarin, soft mimosa, apricot nectar, and cypress wood. And I believe that this one opens up with berries as well. So I think that is why they're so similar. The only thing that you're not going to get in Twilight Woods is a heavy dose of caramel, but that's fine because you can either layer them together, but they smell so similar, so similar. It's almost hard to tell the difference. So when I find a dupe, I try it to make it be like very close. If I feel like they're not that close, I'll let you know. That way you're the judge when you smell them. But these two, I feel like I know that on the skin, certain notes could develop more than others, and that could change the result. But testing it on a piece of paper, they're so close to each other. There's very minor differences, but if you want something that smells like Juicy Couture or Gold Couture, Twilight Woods is the one for you, and they will layer beautifully together as well. Next up, you guys, I was so excited about this one. I was just so excited about this one because I'm going to be pairing this up this summer. And the fragrance mist that I'm going to be talking about next is the Copper Coconut Sands from Bath & Body Works. And I recently got this one as well. And when I sprayed this, this one was one of the ones that I was like, I know what this reminds me of. Yes. Okay, so Copper Coconut Sands is almost identical to Alien Goddess. They look beautiful together. Look at that. Like, this combo right here is so beautiful. I cannot wait. I ordered the body cream. It's currently being shipped to me. I'll probably get it by next year because you guys know the shipping here takes forever. But this combo right here, and I did order another body mist that's called Coconut Vanilla or Vanilla Coconut. And I want to see if that one is also close to this one because this is vanilla and coconut. But this one doesn't have any vanilla listed, but it does have sun-kissed coconut, soft orchid petals, and creamy sandalwood. But I swear when you spray these two on paper, they're super similar to each other, and they are going to be like the most beautiful tropical summer combo. And I just cannot wait to wear these. I love how it looks together. I'm super excited for it. This is like a creamy coconut vibe. I did have other things that kind of reminded me of Alien Goddess, but this has probably been the closest. Only small difference, super small difference, is that this one is still creamier than this. This still has like a little bit more of a freshness to it, but they're so close to each other. So if you own Alien Goddess and you have a chance to sniff this at Bath & Body Works, let me know what you think. But I feel like this is a match made in heaven, and they smell so close to each other. Next up, this next one that I'm going to give you, I want you to take it with a grain of salt. I don't want anyone to come for me because I know how it is when someone says something and people just kind of go crazy. This one, I'm not saying that it is a dupe, but I think that they will pair beautifully together, and I get the same vibes from this one, just toned down. So think of the fragrance as being up here and the body mist just giving you that vibe, but it's super toned down and it's not as potent, it's not as thick, but it's very similar. So this one is from Victoria's Secret, and this is Velvet Petals. I have loved this since I got it. I think that it is just such a beautiful body mist, and this one has a little bit of florals. It says that it's lush blooms, almond glaze, and then it just says made you blush. So they don't really give you too much details on what the body mist has, but I was playing around with my stuff and I sprayed this on my skin, and I was like, wait a second, this is giving me vibes of a fragrance I just got. Just not, again, not as intense, but it reminds me of Killian's Rolling in Love. And this also has florals, and this has almond in it. So I think that's why I am making this kind of like connection with these two. I think that the body cream of this and this body mist layered with this is going to be so amazing. I'm going to be trying all of these combos out for spring and summer just to further see how I like these combos. But yes, I get it. I get like that nutty floral vibe that I get in Rolling in Love. I am not saying that by you buying this, what is this, like $17 body mist, you're going to get yourself Rolling in Love, because you're not. But they're so similar. They're very similar. This is like the fragrance mist version of Rolling in Love. That's pretty much what it is. And I think that together they're going to be absolutely beautiful. All right, guys. So the last fragrance mist that I have for you guys is another very exciting one. And this one's from Bath & Body Works, and this one is Fresh Getaway. So here is the packaging for this one. And this one, immediately when I sprayed it, I started getting vibes from certain perfumes that I have. But again, I wasn't sure which one. This one is not going to be 100% like dupe, but it's very similar as well. Except that the perfume to me is a little bit more like candy-like, but they'll go really, really well together. So the Fresh Getaway reminds me a lot of Versace Eros EDT. So here is my bottle. I'm pretty much more than halfway done. I'm going to be done with this summer. I know it because I absolutely love the citrusy burst that you get in this fragrance, but then it's still sweet at the same time. So these two layered together, yes, once it starts drying down, the similarities become a little bit more. Again, I didn't test them on skin, so I know that things could change on skin, but on paper, they are so similar to each other. And this has bright yuzu citrus. So I think that's what it is, because Versace Eros has citrus in it as well. And it's just giving me like that vibe. Yeah, very, very similar. So these two, if you like Versace Eros, you're going to love, love, love Fresh Getaway. I would definitely recommend that for you. So those are the fragrance mists that smell like expensive perfumes for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed them. Comment down below if you own any of these, if you kind of see a similarity with these fragrances. If you do have both, I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you guys so, so much. You guys, I haven't had a chance to say this in a video, but thank you so much for helping me reach 15,000 subscribers. It means the world to me. I can't tell you how grateful I am for each and every one of you guys. And never in my life did I ever think that by starting this, I would have so many subscribers. I have always loved vlogging, and I've always loved makeup and just being very creative, but never did I think that I would actually have that many subscribers. It just blows my mind, and each day I'm super grateful for you guys. And these past few days have been a little rough with everything that's happening in the world. I almost didn't even film today because I think about those things and it kind of just puts me down. It makes me feel a little sad. But then I kind of tell myself, you know, we have to keep some type of positive space and just a little space where we can go and talk about things that make us happy. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know how grateful I'm feeling and how blessed I feel. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next video.